Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so I know the focus right now is on all the negative. Look at the media's delusional reaction, look at all the meltdowns, I get all that, but you can't just only focus on the negative. You gotta also highlight the people who are getting it right, people who actually understand and get it. And I honestly can't believe I'm saying this, but nowadays, if you're looking for at least a semblance of sanity within the world of leftist politics and media, you go to the TYT. I know. Shocking, right? I'll tell you, from the 2016 to 2020 period, I never thought those words would come out of my mouth, but I'm sure you guys get it. You know, Anna Kasparian has had an incredible political evolution. She's been hitting the nail on the head pretty consistently lately. I mean, really, it's been remarkable from her 2016 outraged meltdown.
I have no respect for women who voted for Trump, okay?
Yeah, me too.
I think so poorly of them, and the reason why is because, look, I don't think that you're a single issue voter. I just think you're dumb, okay? I think you're dumb.
From that to now being one of the only voices of reason on the left, I mean, she's way better than Bill Maher at this point. And you know what? I've been reluctant to do this, but I'll do it. I'll even give Cenk Uygur a little bit of credit. Now, certainly take that with a grain of salt, because Cenk Uygur is still, well, Cenk Uygur. But you know, sometimes, and especially on certain issues, he's absolutely right, and he's one of the only people on the left who's saying what needs to be said. And in this election, I think a lot of the stuff that he's saying makes sense. He's the voice of reason, at least for right now. In this particular moment, he's one of the only guys who actually understands why Kamala Harris lost so badly. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so I pretty much laid out the context. Take a look.
So she put out some good things in the beginning, and we were excited about it. She had some economic populist policies about housing and price gouging, et cetera. We said, attaboy, and she picked Tim Walz. That was the correct decision. So at that point, she goes, Biden was way down. She skyrockets, takes a big leap, right? And at that point, she then turns around and goes and sends Mark Cuban all over CNBC to go, remember, I love business interests. All the CEOs are on my side. Dick Cheney's on my side. Liz Cheney's on my side. Every CEO's on my side. Oh my God, I love corporations. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do the price gouging plan. I'm not gonna do it at all. She's never gonna do the price gouging plan. They swear up and down on CNBC and all over cable news. Well, then she lost her lead. Why do you think you're getting the lead? Why do you think you lost the lead? No, they'll never figure it out. Never figure it out. The housing plan is a pretty good plan. I would have been more clear that, hey, private equity will be banned from buying homes. These sons of bitches on Wall Street are buying all our homes and driving up the housing prices. And what happened? She almost never talked about housing again. So, and so guys, it also matters how you talk about things. So it's one thing to go, I have a good plan on housing, and then and here's my anodyne, normal, boring, dull ad on it, maybe, right? It's another thing to go, I'm gonna get those son of bitch Wall Street guys. Here's how much our housing prices were before private equity started buying up all the homes. Here's what they are now. Well, these guys are gonna drive us all out of the market. They're gonna take all of our homes and they're gonna turn us into renters and they're gonna make us work for them the whole time. Now, if you tell a Democrat that, they go, oh, no, that's so uncivil. Don't do that, please, no, that's so uncivil, right? You know what that resonates with? The average American who didn't go to Yale with you, okay? And who isn't planning to be a lobbyist afterwards, and who doesn't have nothing but banker friends. The average American wants you to be pissed, because they're pissed because they can't afford houses anymore. I went to a wedding down in Florida, a bunch of guys from Florida, New Hampshire, all over the country, right? Nobody fancy, it's a guy who led Wolfpack. These guys are real, like as salt of the earth as it gets, right? Every person I talk to, man, I can't buy a house. I got a decent job, I got a good job. I'm really, lucky, happy, et cetera. I got a good family, but it's impossible. It's impossible, I'll never be able to buy a house. So my parents had a house, why can't I have a house? Why are we going backwards? I heard that everywhere. Imagine if somebody said, I'm not gonna stand for it. We had houses, you're gonna have a house. And if I gotta go after every son of a Wall Street, then that's what I'm gonna do, okay? Oh, no way, there's a 0% chance any weak Democrat will ever do that for you. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you.
And there we go. Just like clockwork, right? The exact same pattern. We're saying the same thing for months, for years. We're the crazy people. We're the ones who are out of touch. We're the ones who don't get it. And then, of course, we're proven right yet again. Cenk's right. His diagnosis of the issue is absolutely spot on. It's correct. And he's one of the only Democrats who's willing to have that conversation. I have to give him credit. I certainly don't agree with his solutions. I don't agree with him politically, but I agree with the diagnosis. He's highlighting the correct problem. I don't think his political party has the right ideas and the right treatment for the political problem, but he's still identifying it. This is absolutely correct. You know, like the old saying goes, it's the economy, stupid. The economy's been crap. Investment's been down, gas prices are up, inflation through the roof, global instability, millions upon millions of illegal migrants crossing the border and competing with low-skilled labor jobs. It's been rough for people. It's been a rough patch. It's been hard. And obviously, the working class has been quite vocal. Just look at general economic sentiment, wrong path, right path data, or top voter priorities. The message has been really clear. Yet what have we heard from the Democrats? It took them 2.5 years just to admit that inflation bad. Unfreaking believable. I mean, we all remember what Joe Biden said, I think in late 2021 or early 2022. The economy is not the problem. You're the problem. I'm paraphrasing here, but Joe Biden said something to the effect of, the economy's not bad. People just have an inability to be appreciative or be happy following the pandemic. That's insane. Regular folk can't afford groceries. Young people can't buy homes. And the Democrat message has been, well, look at the stock market. Oh, major corporations are doing great. Yeah, no wonder you printed trillions of dollars, caused an inflation crisis, and they benefited. Meanwhile, everybody else got poorer. Oh, the economy's doing so great. Look at the jobs. Oh, look at the jobs. Complete out of touch weirdos. Frankly, there's no other way to say it. They've had their blinders on. They've closed their eyes, blocked their ears, and they have ignored the pleas and the cries of the American middle class and working class. And obviously for a lot of people, and especially some lifelong Democrat voters, it's been the ultimate betrayal. The Democrats used to be the party that cared, or at least pretended to, right? Especially in their political rhetoric. But nowadays, their strategy has been to disregard, to dismiss the interest of regular people, and instead rather to focus on the interest of the corporate elite. That's the reality. The Democrat Party has become the party of the elite. And really the only proof that you need for that is the way Kamala Harris ran her campaign. She started off as a left-wing candidate that appealed to the grassroots, far leftist base, the working class, the people who LARP like communists as if they're the working collective. But the moment she became the presidential candidate, those people got left in the dust. And all of a sudden, Kamala Harris became your typical out-of-touch corporate Democrat and spent the last 3 months getting mega wealthy celebrities to tell you to vote for her. I mean, it doesn't get any more elitist and out-of-touch than that now, does it? Oh, you can't afford eggs? You can't buy a home? Well, just listen to this video from Harrison Ford, who's worth $200 million as he preaches to you why you should vote for me from his $45 million Malibu mansion. It's honestly idiotic. The Democrat Party is the party of the wealthy elite and especially the tech elite. Just look at the donation charts. Donald Trump's pulling all kinds of money from different places, a lot of small dollar donations, and Kamala Harris has all the big tech, big corporate backing behind her. You know, no wonder she was able to raise $1 billion. No wonder she was able to run this extremely high profile, everywhere in your face campaign. She was bankrolled by the corporate elite, and she thought you were dumb enough to vote for more government handouts. Her housing plan was a $25,000 subsidy that first of all would have never passed, and secondly, would have been again inflationary in nature. Meanwhile, you have Donald Trump talking about build, baby build, drill, baby drill, which is exactly what the working class wants to hear because guess what? Surprise to no one when you hear that. What does it mean if you work in the working class? It means there's going to be work for you. A reduction in gas prices means people who work in the transportation sector all of a sudden are able to work again. The contracts start lining up. And obviously people in the building sector want to do what? Build. If gas is cheaper, building is cheaper. Everything is cheaper. The production of all materials becomes cheaper. If you reduce taxes and reduce regulations, all of a sudden the builders of America can do what they do best. And so that's what they were looking towards. That's the vision. That was the whole angle from the Trump campaign. Meanwhile, the Democrats were sticking to vote for us because Tony Hinchcliffe made a joke. I mean, I still can't get over that one. I still can't get over the fact that that's what Democrats ran with. Oh, this is the exact thing we needed. Moral outrage over an edgy joke made by a comedian at Madison Square Garden. The Democrats are out of touch, they're simply playing games, their tactics are all about manipulation, and the other side, well, the other side is simply listening and responding. The Democrat Party no longer represents regular people, the working class. I mean, it's really no wonder why they're losing the union vote. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.